our memory banks of this sport. Crazy comebacks, record-breaking performances. But it's not often we get a rivalry game that features a piece of agriculture as the prize at the end of a four-quarter battle, but that's exactly what we have in store here. Welcome to Schumann Stadium in Muncie, Indiana, home to the Ball State Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies, taking on another team from the MAC, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cardinals will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Huskies offense will get the first possession of the game. The Cardinals managed to slip by the Huskies the last time these two got together.
Yeah, the Cardinals took care of business in the big moments. They won the big moments in a rivalry game where everybody doesn't like, hey, listen, there's a trophy on the line. I'm all for it. They executed, Jesse, in those big moments.
It was mental toughness, really, thinking back to that game. Just when things just seemed like maybe it wasn't going to go their way, they were somehow able to overcome that. That's something that Ball State has got to be able to do again in this one.
Powers through the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete on the right side.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. A little history here about the trophy. The bronze stalk was designed by a famous local DeKalb, Illinois sculptor and artist, Rene Bemis. And David is a man of your refined taste, I'm sure, acutely aware of the fact that it depicts two maize corn stalks, which you might see in this region of the country.
Yeah, corn. I mean, you just a fancy way of saying there's a lot of corn near both of these schools, so they made a bronze corn stalk, Jesse, and that's what they get to play for today.
I love corn. I love eating it. I love drinking distilled corn in various forms. And it's a great trophy as well, so I'm all for it.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Ball State Cardinals offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for space, it's Hampton. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and...
Breaks into the open. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Punts it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Go straight ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Pushes for the goal line. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter.
Number 18, set to kick off.
Slithers into space. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on fourth basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on fourth down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's small. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Got a man, it's Durham. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that first down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
That's caught. It's Robinson. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's another Ball State first down.
And the Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying to get the edge on the toss. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Not a chance. Missed it. But there is a flag down, and he might get another shot at this.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty, a mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's small. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Takes a handoff. It's Hampton. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try.
Go! Get set! Get set!
From the gun. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Huskies moving quickly to the line. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Gets it to him on the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. First meeting between these two ended as a tie in 1941. They've had some breaks, but since 1997, they've met annually.
Well, that was a 6-6 tie all the way back in 1941. I hope we're going to be getting some more points in this one, but as that score indicated, David, every time these two teams meet up, it's generally pretty close.
It is close. I mean, we've seen all kinds of fun things over the years, but the games are close, the rivalry is big, and that bronze corn stalk is on the line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker.
Oh, he's got some space. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up 14 over Colorado State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against prep.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete to the left. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Got a man. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the bronze stalk on the line, how can you blame them? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that bronze stalk.
Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll open the second half on the ground. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it and turning it on. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups, run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season, but this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Ball State gets it back. The offense headed to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Durham. Pace to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hampton. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Cardinals have this offense rolling.
Jackrabbit.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on second and goal. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal.
Get set, get set.
Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
Timber.
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ball State. A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
And it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is on top, but it's not like Tua or Jalen Hurts or even Ken Stabler are playing quarterback, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 5 over LSU. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds his man. It's Parks.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Northern Illinois right back to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage.
And the defense, Dave got him at the 27.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Complete on third down. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Snagged out of the air. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes! And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
That's another Ball State first down.
That brings us to the close of the quarter, and Ball State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Hampton. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals are threatening in the red zone.
Cricket.
Running to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
On 4th down, going to the air. Touchdown, Ball State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense in press coverage. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Power ahead. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Well, Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gets them a little closer at 31-10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Colorado State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes it past the marker. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side. Hard running there. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Gonna swing it on second down. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with the tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Off the RPO, complete. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
They make the stop right there, but Northern Illinois has the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a
know what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Hampton. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football.
Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Ball State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. On the direct snap, it's Hampton. And they'll find their way back to the line of scrimmage, and now it's time to find their way back to the locker room as this game is over. Guys, nothing says college football like watching players celebrate with a bronze piece of agriculture. And that's what Ball State gets to do with the victory here. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.